Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Leilani and today's video is so exciting because I have the new Jackie Aina collab with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am extremely excited. I just got this. I heard that it was launching in stores on August 15th. Today is August 15th as I'm filming this. And so I promptly went down to my Ulta and I picked it up. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be today. I'm basically just going to review this palette, give you a look, give you my first impressions, all of that good stuff. But before I do get into this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up if you do enjoy it. Go ahead and comment down below what you think of the palette, what you think of the look that I create, anything like that. And please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I post every single Tuesday and every single Friday, and I will definitely be doing more looks with this palette for sure. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this video. So first of all, here's what the box itself looks like. This is freaking beautiful. I saw it online and I was like, oh, that's beautiful. Looking at it in person, it's so beautiful. And then here is what the actual palette looks like, same design. The palette, I love this. Like, it just feels so cool. It's weighted, it's heavy. I'm really like going in depth with this review because I love Jackie so much. And I just love the design of this. I think it's so cool and so different and so unique from other Anastasia palettes that I have seen. And yeah, so this is what the palette looks like on the inside. Isn't it gorgeous? You know what's crazy? I thought that this palette was beautiful, like online. I thought it was beautiful, but looking at it in person, I literally love it. Like, these shades are so gorgeous to me. It's so unique, especially like I think Lituation is really cool. Everyone's been talking about trust issues, which is really cool. I really like these two. Right here, I really just love all of these shades. I think all of these shades are really unique. And one thing about this is that if this was not a Jackie Aina collab, and if this was just an Anastasia palette that they came out with, I would definitely be super interested in it and maybe pick it up because I just think it's so pretty and so beautiful. But since it's a Jackie Aina collab, that makes it 10 times better. I'm really just obsessed with just how versatile this palette is. Ooh, and sponsored it looks so cool. I really do love these shades. I think these shades are awesome. Honestly, I think she did such a good job with these shades. Like, seriously, if this was just a random palette that I saw, I'd been like, okay, so I need that one because it's just so cool and so unique. And it's just a plus that this was from Jackie Aina, who's like one of, I think the thing about Jackie Aina is that she literally taught me so much about makeup because, you know, it's one thing watching like any random YouTuber you know, talk about makeup and review makeup, and you can always like learn something from I think every single person that you watch, but learning from someone who has darker skin, who kind of knows the struggle for girls who are on the darker side of the spectrum, I think that it's really cool. And she's just taught me a lot about makeup. Like, seriously, a lot of her techniques I use and they work, and so I was really excited to go out and buy this as soon as I saw that it was dropping. So now that, oh, what am I gonna do? All right, so I think I figured out what I'm gonna do with this look, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get to priming my eyes. So I'm actually just gonna use the brush that comes with the palette because I did not pay $45 for nothing. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this really pink neon shade Supreme. I'm really glad that she has Supreme and Big Wig in here because I think if you watch my channel and if you see any of the looks that I do, I'm obsessed with color. I love doing colorful eyeshadow looks. I just think it's really fun. So I'm really glad that she has Supreme and Big Wig in here, and even Pinker. I think Pinker is really cool if you want, you know, some type of color but not too much. So I am going to just go ahead and take the flat part of the Anastasia brush that comes in the palette, and I am just going to pack that on my... Ooh, I love this already. Again, like, I love color, So if it's like super neon, that's really cool to me. And I've been kind of looking for a more neon pink. I have a lot of pinks in my collection, but I love how neon this is. I know she was saying that it was neon, and I was looking at the palette and I was like, is it neon? It's definitely neon on the eye. Alright, so here is what that shade Supreme is looking like. Again, I am really surprised at how actually neon this is on the eyes, because in the palette, it doesn't look super neon to me. Like, okay, it looks neon on camera, but in person, it doesn't look that neon, or maybe I'm just tripping. But like when I was looking at it even online, I was like, oh, that doesn't look super neon, but I love how neon it is. So that's really cool. I'm now just gonna go ahead and take a really fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Ginger right here. I really like this shade because it just seems like the perfect type of transition shade. And I'm just going to use this to transition here. Just kind of sweep it on top of Supreme. So now I'm kind of giving this whole look a bit of warmth. I can already tell that I'm gonna be using this as like an everyday palette just because of Ginger, Edges, and Soleil, using those three together, and probably Edges. Wait, did I say Edges? I meant Credit. So Ginger, Credit, and Soleil, and then maybe even Edges too, or something like that. I think these four shades would be great everyday shades for me, because those are the type of shades I like to use every day. Or maybe even Lituation. I think Lituation is a really cool shade. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go back in with Supreme and just kind of sweep it a little more. I'm not packing it on the way that I was earlier, but I'm just sweeping it up a little higher so that it blends in with Ginger. So it gives like a nice seamless blend. Now I'm gonna go in with a more dense, kind of smaller sort of blending brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Pinker, and I'm going to go ahead and take that on the outer corner of my eye, like so, to give, ooh, I like this shade, to just give it a little depth. And I'm not taking it all the way through, I'm just kind of putting it right on the outer corner of my eye. I really like this shade. I think it's like the perfect mix of Supreme and Big Wig. Right here, I think this shade and this shade is kind of like that in-between shade, which is really cool because then it can be paired. Like if you pair those two shades together, you can also use this shade with it. So I think that's really cool. I really like this shade though. Like, I think that this is a mood. So far, here's what the look is looking like. I am so glad I did this combination. I was kind of scared of putting Supreme and Ginger together, but I like how Ginger just kind of, you know, made Supreme kind of blend more into my skin. And I really like Pinker and Supreme together. I think Pinker and Supreme together looks dope. Oh, so now what am I gonna do? Oh, I'm scared. Okay, I just don't wanna mess this up. Okay, so I was trying to avoid, I'm not trying to avoid the shade Big Wig, the purple shade, but I use purple all the time on my channel, and I just feel like, you know. However, I think that it would be really dope to kind of do it. So I'm just gonna go in with Big Wig on the same brush. Just tap into Big Wig. And then just kind of go in right next to where I put Pinker. Not make it too pigmented, even though it's already pretty pigmented. Next, I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm just going to go in with the shade Shookington, which is a beautiful, I mean beautiful purple shade. I really do like this shade. I think it's so pretty. Honestly, I like genuinely did. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry if you can hear that fly in here. There's a fly in here and it's bothering me. Anyways, online, like the shades looked so beautiful, obviously. But in person, I'm telling you, online pictures don't do it justice. Like I'm telling you, they don't. So I'm just putting Shookington, kind of making it a gradient, sort of just blending it onto the purple that we just added. Ooh, all right, I live for this purple. I live for this purple. Ooh. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and take Zam right here. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful rose gold shade. I love the, like, Soleil and Zam. You can't really see Soleil, but I think Soleil is like the everyday version of Zam. So that's really cool. And I'm now going to just go ahead and take the other side of this brush and just pop that on. Yes, I thought it would be chunky. Oh my gosh, okay, yes. So I'm really just going in with that Soleil shade. It's kind of messy right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. But here are what the eyes are looking like thus far. Really, really love this shade. I think it's so pretty. You know, knowing Jackie, she's like a rose gold fanatic, and I also love rose gold so much, so that's kind of perfect for me. Now I'm just gonna go back in with Supreme and just clean that up a little bit, because some of the shimmers I didn't really want there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of clean it up a little bit, make it a little nicer. I always do this step, almost always, by the way. Ooh. Okay, so I didn't mean for this to happen, but some of the sparkle from Zam kind of got onto like my crease and everything, but I'm really not mad at it. I don't know if you can see it, but some of the sparkle like got kind of all over, but it's like, oh, that's pretty. I like it. I'm a sucker for sparkle, so here is the eyeshadow look thus far. Honestly, I think it's obvious. Everyone's been saying this, and it's definitely true. Anastasia palettes are always going to be bomb, which is one reason why I'm so happy that Jackie collabed with them, because no one can clock this formula whatsoever. It's just, they're going to have great quality shadows. These shadows are just like the Riviera palette that I have and that I love and enjoy so much. I think for me, where I feel like Jackie just totally hit it out the park is with, she really did a great job with the shade selections. And I think she said that Norvina kind of pushed her to put Supreme in there. And I am so glad that she did, because I think that it has something for everyone in here, because I can definitely see myself using this palette as an everyday palette just because of how easily you could create sort of like a neutral, you know, moment. Even for the girls that just like to put like a brown in their crease for an everyday look and go, like I love this shade Credit. Even though I didn't use it today, I already know I'm gonna really enjoy it just because of the shade itself. And I think that like Edges and Ginger go together so well, and Credit, I'm really impressed at how she made this palette so unique. Just the shimmers, I mean, goodness gracious, this pop of Wigglese. And the thing about Wigglese is that you look at it and you're like, whoa, how am I gonna make that work? But honestly, I can see myself using what Edges, probably Ginger just at the top, Edges, some Pinker, and then using Wigglese and maybe some Credit. Like, you can already see how you can make these shades work. I really, really am so impressed at how she did this palette. I think that she blew it out the park with these shades. Anyways, I'm not even done with this video. I already gave you like my final thoughts, sort of. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, and then I'll come back for a little bit more, and then I'll give you like my final thoughts, but I will be right back. All right, so I am back. If the camera angle has changed a little bit, it's because I literally, in the middle of doing my makeup, I literally had to go and pick up my sister from school. So yeah, that's why the camera angle has changed or anything like that. And also they finally turned on the air conditioner. I live in Northern California. It is extremely hot for legitimately no reason, and I feel so bad. Well, I don't feel bad because I had to do it, so I guess they have to go through it. But like the kids who have to walk to school and walk home, and then I saw kids who were legitimately in like jackets, and I was just thinking like, why would you put yourself through that? You're already needing to go to walk to school and walk home. When they walk to school, it's like already getting hot. So I just don't understand that. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get back into this eyeshadow look. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not sure what I want to do under my eyes. Actually, you know what? I was gonna go purple kind of under my eyes, but I didn't really want to make this like a purple look. So I think I'm just gonna go with pinker. I'm gonna go back in with this pinker shade and just go under my eyes with a fluffier brush. Yeah, I think it makes it a little more purple without making it super purple, because I just didn't want to do a purple look today. I love this pinker shade. I'm actually really surprised at how much I love pinker, to be honest. When I saw her put it on in the video, I was like, oh, that's cute, but I wasn't like necessarily excited about it. But now looking at pinker and like using pinker, I actually really enjoy this shade. I think it's really cool. So then I'm just now going to take a tiny flat brush and then go in with Soleil, this beautiful shade right here. This Soleil is gonna be my new everyday. I can already tell. Just because, oh, are you joking? Oh, Soleil is beautiful. Yeah, it's gonna be my new everyday shade. I think it's such a pretty, like, rose gold shade. I love it. And then I'm just gonna put some on my brow bone. I rarely do my brow bone, honestly. However, why not? All right, so here is the finished eyeshadow look. I am now going to go ahead and just finish off the rest of my face, and then I will come back with final thoughts and everything and just give you like my full honest review of this palette, and then that'll be it for this video. So I will be right back. All right, so here is the finished makeup look. So just an overall review of this palette. First of all, this packaging is so stunning. Honestly, if I were just to see this packaging, I would want this, and that's just no lie, regardless of if Jackie had her you know, little logo on it, which I love the fact that Dennis created this logo for her. I think it's really sweet. I just love this packaging. I think this packaging is absolutely beautiful, and then the inside is just, I mean, magnificent. Honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Online, I was looking at it and I was like, oh, that looks pretty. Like, I want that palette. Looking at it in person is like, okay, this is that palette. I think for me, this palette checks a lot of boxes. It is something that has color to it, but I wouldn't necessarily call it like a rainbow palette or like a super colorful palette. I also love how it has those neutrals for every day. These shades right here can be used for every day, and I'm so excited for that. I think that these shimmers are super unique. I mean, trust issues, like, are you joking? I told myself I wasn't gonna swatch just because there's been so many swatches online. You don't need to see my swatch, but like, are you joking? Like, that's trust issues. Like, are you joking? I think all of these shades honestly are shades that I would be so excited to just make a look with. I think they are all really cohesive as well. I think that you can seriously make some really unique looks with this, and I don't think that you have to try hard to try to figure out how it's cohesive. I think that you can just look at the palette and tell that it's cohesive. Honestly, I think all of these shades go together really nicely. I'm also obsessed with the fact that it is chocolate girl friendly. I mean, you know, whenever I get a palette, there are always those few shades that don't work for me, and I've become accustomed to it because either way you're getting a lot of shades that do work for you, right? But you're kind of still like about the fact that some shades don't work for you. Like in the Riviera palette, most of the shades work for me, some of them just plainly don't. I've had a lot of palettes that are just straight up ashy. I have this Wet n Wild palette that I made a video about. Ashiness, like I can't use a good amount of those shades in that palette. This palette, Jackie said, is chocolate girl friendly, and I truly think that like it really is. You know what I'm saying? Like these shades can really work for everybody, and that is one thing that I absolutely admire about Jackie. I know that I talk about her a lot on my channel, but it's really just because I've seen a hate train for her in the past like year, and I don't think that it's fair, and I don't think that it is warranted, and I especially don't think that, like, I see a lot of people who have a lot to say about her, but then also support people who are extremely nasty people and who have done 10 times worse than what she's done. And so I just really go hard for her, and I really am rooting for her, especially because she's like the biggest Black YouTuber in the beauty industry right now. That is a lot to me. That says a lot to me. That's very meaningful to me. And I just admire her so much. And I think this palette is seriously, again, if this did not have Jackie's name on it and I saw this in store, I would want this palette. I think this palette is freaking stunning. Just everything about this palette, I really do love literally every single shade. Like, I'm not even like, listen, if this was not a Jackie Aina palette, if I did not know who Jackie Aina was, and I went into store and I just saw this palette and I didn't know who she was, and I was like, ooh, that I would be like, ooh, this packaging is to die for. And then looking inside, I would have been like, okay, so I really want that. It's just an absolutely stunning palette. I think Anastasia and Jackie smashed it, and I am so happy that I got it. I love the look that I created. I love the looks that I'm already thinking of creating. I'm definitely going to make more videos on this palette, and not just like, you know, tutorials, but kind of make fun videos about how the different ways that you can use this palette. And I just highly recommend that you check out this palette because again, I've said this a billion times in this video already, but literally the pictures online do not do this palette justice. The videos online do not do this palette justice. I don't even know if my video, as far as like you seeing the shades, is doing this palette justice. You really have to look at it in store to really see if you want it, but I think that it looks better in person than it does, you know, on video or online. So yeah, I truly do think that Jackie smashed it with this palette. I really like this palette, and also I just think that we have similar styles, similar tastes in makeup in general. I think that we have similar style of how to do our makeup, mainly because I learned from her, but also just because we just kind of have the same taste, so that might have a lot to do with why I love it so much. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this review, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Go ahead and comment down below your opinions on the look that I created. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Why not? What do you think of this palette? Are you going to be buying this palette? Anything like that? Your favorite shades in the palette? If you already have the palette, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below, and please do subscribe to my channel. I post every single Tuesday and every single Friday. So thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!